this entire no confidence motion thing, it has been in the build-up for quite a long time now. It's nothing new. As a no confidence motion, it is something that has recently come up, but this entire thing of the people not having confidence in Imran Khan, that's what I meant to say. It's an old construct. It got delayed because of various things. It got delayed because the army was supporting Imran Khan, the Pakistan army. It got delayed because of Corona. But at the end of the day, it had to happen. And Pakistan has always been politically very, very volatile. You know, Pakistan, there is no stability as far as political parties are concerned. Now, the people behind it are essentially three. There are a lot of parties, but essentially three parties. There is one very powerful cleric from the tribal areas called Maulana Fazlur Rahman of the Jamaat al-Islami. There is Bilawal Bhutto, who's part of the PPP, the Pakistan People's Party, which is Benazir Bhutto's party essentially. And before that, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, and Zardari happens to be part of the same party, the same family. And the third is the Noon League, the Pakistan Muslim League, PMLN, or the Noon League, which is currently, of course, headed by Nawaz Sharif, but I think Shahbaz Sharif is now the man there, and Maryam Nawaz. So all these people have gotten together, and they are asking for the ouster of Imran Khan Niazi. Now, Imran Khan has not taken very kindly to it. He does not like people protesting against him. He forgets the basics. Imran Khan's entire political career is based on protests. You know, Imran Khan was the one who on D Chowk is a very prominent place in Islamabad. He used to stand atop a container and he used to give these fiery speeches saying that jala do, barbad kar do, ukhad ke phek do, sab chor hain, main phansi laga dunga. You know, that kind of language he introduced into the Pakistani political system. Now, since the same thing is happening to him, he does not like it any longer. So Imran Khan can throw a punch, but Imran Khan can't take a punch. That is number one. And also all these people, you know, there are a lot of people, some say more than a dozen lawmakers, MNAs, जिसको हम लोग parliamentarians कहते हैं इंडिया में, MPs, they are called members of the National Assembly. The parliament is the National Assembly. Those people have left the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, Imran Khan's party, and they have, you know, sided with the opposition. So Imran Khan is calling them traitors and turncoats. I would like to take this opportunity to remind Imran Khan that Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who was responsible for the creation of Pakistan, was part of the Congress party. He left the Congress party and he joined the Muslim League. So people changing parties according to convenience is not a new thing in Pakistan. Pakistan's foundation was laid by a person who had, changed his political affiliations and alliances. That's number one. And the main people, look at the main people who are part of Imran Khan's cabinet. Yeah. If you look at Shah Mahmood Qureshi, he's formerly from the Pakistan People's Party. Yeah. He's from the Bhutto party, right? Now, of course, he's the foreign minister. He's been foreign minister for donkey's years. Yeah. Then, if you look at other people like Sheikh Rashid, who's the interior minister, he has also been a minister in previous government. So these people are political opportunists, and today they are with Imran Khan. And rest assured, they will be ministers in whoever comes next. If somebody comes next, I don't know. You see, why this no confidence motion all of a sudden? I think things have come to a certain head in Pakistan where I think the Pakistan army has realized that they cannot spend any more equity on Imran Khan. You see, every institution, every person has some sort of equity, some sort of credibility, and you put that on stake, you put that on the line. And the Pakistani army inside Pakistan has got tremendous equity. In spite of the shenanigans, they have tremendous equity inside Pakistan, and they place that tremendous equity with Imran Khan. That here is a man who's going to be able to, solve Pakistan's problems. Now, people on the street are blaming. The Pakistan army, saying that you guys got Imran Khan, and if Imran Khan is a failure, I think you guys are also, in large and substantial measure, also responsible for the failure, not just Imran Khan. So nobody wants to be held guilty by association, and I think that is one thing why this, this entire no confidence motion has come up. And also, Imran Khan's foreign policy has been an absolute disaster, Apurva. It's been an out and out disaster. He's not able to, he's still that man standing on a container, abusing everybody else. You know, he's not managed to climb down from the container. And this is something that has cost Pakistan dearly. The inability of Imran Khan and his ministers to keep their mouth shut. You see, Imran Khan goes to Uzbekistan and in front of the Uzbek Prime Minister says, I know Uzbekistan better than the Uzbek. All right? Speaking about India, he says, I know India better than the Indians. Speaking about America, he says, I know America better than the Americans, or the United Kingdom better than the British. Then he makes up all these stories out of thin air, which have again cost Pakistan very dearly. Like, for example, absolutely not. Everybody's heard that. That famous phrase, absolutely not. Now, this was said in an interview. A hypothetical question was put up that, will you be giving bases to America? If America asks for bases, will you be giving bases to America? He says, absolutely not. And that's fair. That's okay. Pakistan is a sovereign country. But the problem is that his followers said that because Imran Khan said absolutely not, therefore America is trying to, somehow push this no confidence. America does not care about Pakistan. America does not care about Imran Khan. It does not care about a no confidence motion. What is Pakistan's value? Pakistan has only got one value, and that is Pakistan's geostrategic location. Pakistan, Apurva, has no other value. And now this entire geostrategic location of Pakistan, why is it important geostrategically? Because it shares a border with Afghanistan and provides, therefore, a pathway to Central Asia. Through the Wakhan corridor, get into Tajikistan, otherwise, get into Afghanistan. Now, if your idea is to go to Afghanistan, that Iran can provide also. So then you have all these workings, like the entire coordination with Taliban, which used to earlier happen from Pakistan, is now happening from Doha. So Pakistan has been circumvented. And today there are diplomatic parleys happening with Iran. And if those get settled and sorted out, then you have a land route through Iran, through the Chabahar port, which by the way India made and is operating. Through the Chabahar port, you have a land route directly into Afghanistan. So no, you see, Pakistan is getting isolated, and under Imran Khan, Pakistan stands totally exposed. This man has not been able to deliver at all. Imran Khan said that Muslim countries have let down Kashmir and Palestine. That is what Imran Khan said, right? Muslim countries have let down Palestine and Kashmir. Imran Khan has let down Pakistan and he's not talking about it. The Prime Minister of Pakistan has let down Pakistan. So OIC saying something about 370 and 35A, it does not matter. And I think rather than worrying about 370 and 35A, there is an Indian Parliament resolution of 1994, which says that J&K, the part that is, the Pakistan occupied Kashmir part, which has parts of Kashmir and larger parts of Jammu, and also Gilgit-Baltistan, that in entirety is India's. And India will make all attempts to get it back, and Pakistan should vacate it. So this is India's held position. There is no sajish, there is no conspiracy here. This is something that India has been, there is a resolution, a parliament resolution, passed both by the upper and the lower house of the parliament. So it's there, number one. And number two is that all these things, people say, these are feel-good things for the OIC and the Muslim Ummah. Let them feel happy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to us. I can't be sure, because with Pakistan you can never be sure, but I think Imran Khan is going to get the boot very shortly. That's my sensing, and I could be wrong. But I think Imran Khan is going to get the boot. Imran Khan suddenly says that, India's foreign policy is independent and pro-people and blah, blah, whatever. There is no logic to what Imran Khan says. For the past 3 years or 2 years, he's been abusing Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister of India. Modi ji ko लगातार ये है, बुरा आदमी है, गलत आदमी है, Hitler, fascist, Nazi, all nonsense Imran Khan has been saying. India never responded. India never responded to Imran Khan. So Apurva, today when he's praising India's foreign policy, India will not respond to Imran Khan. Simply because I have very strong reasons to believe that India thinks that Imran Khan is inconsequential. Whether in power or out of power, Imran Khan does not matter. What Imran Khan says does not matter. So India stopped reacting to Imran Khan long back Somebody from the Foreign Office did say that it's not just Pakistan, everybody appreciates India's foreign policy. So I think that's pretty much it. Imran Khan has nothing to speak about. So wherever he goes, he speaks about Islamophobia. Wherever he goes, he speaks about Kashmir and Palestine. You know, Imran Khan once famously said that I want to be the ambassador of Kashmir to the world. And I remember there was a video in which I said that you should start off by being the Prime Minister of Pakistan, because that's what you're getting paid for, right? You have this lovely Prime Minister house, and you have the protocol, and you have the security, and you have money and everything and fame. And your job is, because as far as Pakistan is concerned, Kashmir is a lost cause. But Kashmir is something that his constituency wants to hear about. So they get very excited, Kashmir, Kashmir, for no reason. They just, faltu mein they get excited. That's okay. Also this Islamophobia thing. Now, there are 57 Muslim countries in the world who call themselves Islamic countries. I have not heard any other country. There could be an odd mention once in a while. But I've heard no other country speaking about Islamophobia. No country at all. It's only Pakistan. Look at Indonesia. Indonesia is the world's largest Muslim country. And it's doing very well as an economy. Have you ever heard of Indonesia saying or talking about Islamophobia? No. What about Saudi Arabia? What about the United Arab Emirates? Even Afghanistan, which is an absolute basket case, does not speak about Islam. It's only Imran Khan. This Islamophobia thing is Imran Khan's pet project. Now, you see, there is a lot of, even today, a lot of oil wealth in when I say oil wealth, the representatives of all the, countries that have oil, Arab countries, Muslim countries, they come to Pakistan. Yeah. Imran Khan could have asked them for much more. Typically he could have said that set up engineering institutes of excellence like IITs, fund IIT-like institutes in Pakistan, And for Saudi Arabia, it's chicken feed, yeah. $1 billion here and you would have your institutes in Pakistan, yeah, 4, 5. They could have created the infrastructure. Imran Khan could have asked for UAE to fund management institutes, top-end management institutes in Pakistan. Pakistan does not have top-end medical institute, management institute, engineering institutes, or, temples of excellence as they are known in India. They don't have anything like that. All they will do is go on YouTube and say कि जी एक इंडियन है जो ट्विटर का CEO लग गया है, एक इंडियन है जो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट हेड कर रहा है, एक इंडियन है जो मास्टर कार्ड हेड कर रहा है, एक इंडियन है जो पेप्सी हेड कर रही है. They'll keep on crying and lamenting and comparing, but they won't do anything about it. I mean, for heaven's sake, Indian lag gaya hai, forget about the Indians. What are you doing about the Pakistanis? You're doing nothing, zero. Because all you want to do is, make a video and hope for Indian people to press the like button. That's it. There is no planning. And what does Imran Khan hope for? That 57 Muslim countries will pass a resolution saying that abrogation of 370 and 35A was not okay and this thing. So he'll feel, even if they pass a resolution saying it is not okay, what will happen? Is the government going to say, okay, we'll put it back? It's not going to happen. Nobody cares. Imran Khan has caused a great deal of damage to Pakistan, and he does not realize one basic thing. You are respected in this world if you have money. You are respected in this world if you can help other countries. If you go with a begging bowl everywhere, nobody's going to respect you. Then you say India's foreign policy is independent. Why? Because we don't beg. We were once in the IMF program, and after that we got out of the IMF program. Pakistan has gone to the IMF 23 times. Where is the respect in that? Where is the honor in that?